Good morning and welcome to another episode of Martin's Koi Pond. Well, I've just took the heron cover off, so we've got a bit of bubbles on the surface, but the surface skim will soon get rid of that. The weather today is absolutely gorgeous. We've had a right mixed bag this week of rain and dull days and such like, but today, Saturday, it's beautiful and I have nothing planned other than enjoying my koi today. The water is absolutely crystal clear. Like I said before, it's still got that tinge to it because of the barley straw extract, which has all sort of made its way down that end of the pond now. So it does discolour the whites on the fish, but I can live with that if it means I don't get any green water or blanket weed. My koi cover I roll back, it's plastic netting, and because my koi are very much bite-sized for a heron, I have it on every night and during the day when I'm not here. I would hate to see these guys end up being snacks for some bird. Now, I lowered the water by 10 centimetres yesterday to do a bit of a water change, and I've got the water just trickling in. I don't know if you can see that, just trickling in off that blue pipe, and that blue pipe comes from my 6-stage dechlorinator. I bought a 3-stage dechlorinator and then butchered an old RO unit that I had from my marine keeping days and made it 6-stage. So there's 2 pre-filters, 2 carbon KDF filters and 2 carbon block filters, and I run it as slow as possible, try and make sure I get maximum chlorine removal. So I'll keep an eye on the fish today. If I see any signs of flashing or anything, I'll add a bit of dechlorinator. But that's it for now. I'll be back later. So it's now about an hour since I took off the heron cover, and the surface skimmer has cleared up all the bubbles that were on the pond. As you can see, it's looking lovely and clean, the surface. And if I pan over here, you can actually see the bubbles as they come off the waterfall from the backy shower, go straight right or left as we're looking, and head straight for the skimmer. Now, that was more luck than planned. That's just where I put the skimmer and it's worked out perfectly. I didn't know that it would work that well. And then the thing about this skimmer is, which I like, is it's an Oase 25. It also aerates, so it's providing a second amount of aeration, or even a third, I suppose, third amount of aeration to the pond. Obviously I get great aeration within the backy tower and from the waterfall splashing into the pond. I've said in a previous video I designed that end to be higher because I wanted that proper waterfall effect for aeration. And and then over in that far corner where you can see the hose exit in the water, you can probably just about make out the bubbles from my air stone. So there's aeration in 3 places, all at this end of the pond, but obviously the general flow, because of the water coming off the shower, is from this end to this top end. I think I'm going to next weekend do a detailed video on my filtration system, why I chose it. It's a bit not the norm, so to speak, but at the minute it's working brilliantly. I've got no real water quality issues. Ammonia and nitrite levels are remaining very low, and I have a good amount of nitrate, so I have a good nitrogen cycle running. The amount of nitrate I have was one of the reasons I dropped the water last night, and I'm doing a bit of a water change today. It was up to about 40 parts per million. Now I know the water change of the amount I'm doing isn't going to make much of a dent in that, but I'm hopeful that once the backy media matures within the filter, I'll start to get some dual denitrification, because it's a porous media. You can get anaerobic bacteria form within the structure of the filter media, and that can break down nitrate. So I'm hopeful that will start happening once that media really gets mature, but that's going to take a long while. So at the minute, the best way to get rid of nitrates is partial water changes. Now, with my water changes, like I say, I absolutely trickle it as slow as I can through those 6-stage filter, but I still get some flashing and rubbing by the fish when I do a water change. I think that's due to my exceptionally high GH and KH. My tap water GH is 20 and my tap water KH is 10/11ish, pH about 8.2, all too high really. I am currently toying with the idea of investing in a new RO device. I've been eyeing up a 400 gallon per day one. The only downside of that is the membranes to replace are £60. But obviously the fact that it does 400 gallons per day is a positive when you're dealing with large volumes of water. So we'll see. That's something I'm just at the moment toying with. I'm thinking that if I do a replacement of 50% tap through the dechlorinator and 50% through an RO device, I should get water parameters about spot on. But we'll see. That's down the road. So down the road is possibly a RO device and a video on my filtration system. But that's all for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the shots of the pond and the fish. They're all growing really well, and I'm going to really enjoy the pond this weekend. Thanks for watching.